Restless friends. Gather round, because today we're diving into the fabulous life of a true legend, the one and only Wilma Jean Cooper, or as we all lovingly knew her, Mrs. C. Can you believe it? This remarkable woman graced our screens as Katherine Chancellor for a whopping 40 years on The Young and the Restless. That's longer than most of us have been alive. Katherine was considered to be the heart and soul of The Young and the Restless by many, and fans worldwide were devastated by Jean Cooper's death in 2013. Her character, Katherine, aka Mrs. C, was a wealthy pillar of the Genoa city community. She was the sole owner of Chancellor Industries when she died, with a net worth of over $15 billion at the time of her death. Talk about a legacy. Born on October 25, 1928, Jeanne was destined for greatness. I mean, she didn't just pop out of the womb, she practically sashayed into the world with a flair for the dramatic. She started her career in the golden age of television, and let me tell you, she was a force to be reckoned with. Before she became our beloved Katherine, she had a rich tapestry of roles that showcased her incredible range. From Broadway to television, she was everywhere. You could say she was the original multitasker long before it was cool. Now, let's talk about Katherine Chancellor, shall we? Oh, Mrs. C. She was the epitome of elegance, strength, and a dash of sass that we all adored. Katherine was the kind of character who could throw a dinner party and a punch in the same breath. She was a titan of industry, a fierce friend, and let's be honest, she had more drama in her life than a season finale. Who could forget her epic battles with Jill Foster? Those two had a rivalry that could rival any Shakespearean play. It was like watching a soap opera within a soap opera, and we were all here for it. Jeanne brought Katherine to life with such grace and authenticity. She made us laugh, cry, and sometimes even yell at our screens. Remember those moments when she'd deliver a zinger that left us all gasping? I'm not a woman to be trifled with. Oh, Mrs. C, you were right. You were the queen of Genoa City, and we were all just living in your kingdom. And let's not forget her iconic one-liners that could cut through the tension like a hot knife through butter. You know the ones. Those moments when you'd be sitting on the edge of your seat, popcorn in hand, just waiting for her to drop the mic. But it wasn't just her on-screen persona that made her so beloved. Off-screen, Jeanne was a warm, genuine soul who had a heart as big as her talent. She was known for her kindness and generosity, always ready to lend a helping hand to her fellow cast members. She was the kind of person who would make you feel like you were her best friend, even if you'd only met her once. That's the magic of true stars, isn't it? They light up the room and make everyone feel special. And let's be honest, we all need a little Mrs. C in our lives. And let's not forget the impact she had on the soap opera genre. Jeanne was a trailblazer, paving the way for future generations of actors. She showed us that soap operas could be more than just melodrama. They could be a platform for powerful storytelling and complex characters. Katherine Chancellor wasn't just a character. She was a symbol of resilience, love, and the occasional scheming that kept us all on the edge of our seats. I mean, who doesn't love a good plot twist? Now, let's talk family, because Mrs. C had quite the brood. Not just a successful businesswoman, she was the mother of Brock Reynolds, Tucker McCall, and Philip Chancellor III. Talk about a family tree that could rival a soap opera itself. And let's not forget her romantic escapades. Katherine had been married 5 times, starting with Gary Reynolds, then Philip Chancellor II, Derek Thurston, Rex Sterling, and finally Patrick Murphy. In my opinion, it was Murphy who she was most fitted to and loved the most. They had that sweet, tender connection that made you believe in love all over again. Even after Jean's passing on May 8, 2013, her legacy continues to shine brightly. Katherine may have left Genoa City, but she will forever remain in our hearts. Every time we tune in to The Young and the Restless, we can feel her spirit in the air, reminding us of the laughter, the tears, and the unforgettable moments she gifted us. I will always remember her last scene as Katherine. Only 5 days after she said goodnight on screen, she said goodbye for real. No one could have known when Jean Cooper finished taping on March 26, 2013, that she would never again light up the Young and Restless soundstage as Katherine Chancellor, the big-hearted moneybags she'd played since 1973. But her final scene with longtime on-screen foil Jess Walton as arch-frenemy Jill Abbott sure made it seem like someone on the writing team was prescient. Katherine said she was tired and headed upstairs to bed when Jill asked her if she could help her, which was totally out of context for their relationship. There was absolutely no way that anyone could have known that this was a last and final episode. But Jill was very kind and loving towards her. Unlike her sassy, impudent, and cocky attitude, Katherine looked surprised but declined, and her final 2 words on set were, "Good night." So let's raise our coffee cups to Jean Cooper, the indomitable Mrs. C. Thank you for the memories, the drama, and the lessons in friendship and strength. You may have left the stage, but your performance will echo in our hearts forever. Here's to you, Jean. You were and always will be a true queen of daytime television. Cheers.